welcome Conference Chairs Paul Kervin, Darren Nishimoto, Conference Director Sandy Ryan, and Communications Director Annette Lynch to the stage.
All right, we're almost there. So mahalo to everyone, especially to my co-chair Paul Kervin, who reviewed over 300 abstracts and I think attended most of the conference sessions. So let's have a round of applause for Paul Kervin. Again, a big mahalo to the session chairs for the daunting task of selecting the oral presentations. Thank you, session chairs. All the hard work and exceptional work from the technical presenters. The technical content was fantastic today. So thank you to all the hard work from the technical presenters. And finally, thank you to the unending hard work to the MEDB conference team for putting on another awesome 26 AMOS conference. A big applause.
Thank you, Darren. Well, we've come to that point in the week where it's time for us to say ahui ho. Unfortunately, that means until we're together again. And it is my honor, on behalf of Maui Economic Development Board, to extend our final mahalos to a few important people. And I'd like to start with our team. Annette Lynch, Communications and Sponsor Lead. Leilani Ventura. Leilani Ventura, Operations Lead. Jill Perez and Amber Hardwick, Speaker Liaison and Technical Production Oversight. Lavelle Brito, Hospitality and Registration Lead. Our STEMworks team, who welcomed 150 middle school students here today for Space Exploration Day. And our entire MEDB Ohana for their support throughout the week and in the lead up to the AMOS conference. Next, with AMOS being live streamed to a global audience, we mahalo Todd Perkins and his Endeavor TV team, capturing our live feed, person on the street interviews, and managing contingencies throughout the week. And please join me in a round of applause for Encore, our tech team. They're always the first to arrive in the ballroom each morning and the last to leave. And our 15-year, yes, I heard him say it today, our 15-year photographer, Jose, with Zinnia Productions. He loves our AMOS group and it shows. The photos and videos will be available on the website in coming weeks. And to the Wailea Beach Marriott Resort for being stellar hosts. From their executive leadership team to every associate who welcome back his family every year. If you completed a feedback form by 2 p.m., you're in the running to win a set of Apple AirPods. So you must be present to win, so hang around. The drawing is coming up. We value your feedback, and we apply it as best we can each year to make the next year's conference better than the last. And finally, if I can leave you with one piece of advice for next year, it's register early. And over to you, Paul.
About 8 years ago, we began a collaboration with the American Astronautical Society, who formed a space surveillance committee to help us with various tasks associated with the conference. They help us throughout the year with, we select some of the session chairs from that group. They help us in evaluating some of the papers that come in for some of the awards that we present. And we go through a pretty rigorous process on most of those things that take several iterations to look at things like how applicable is it to the SSA community, what's the technical merit, what's the opportunity for perhaps affecting what the future of our research. And one of the things we've been doing in the last few years is to also recognize some of the poster presentations, because I know most of you probably prefer to have an oral presentation, but there are situations where the poster presentation allows you to have a little more interaction with folks on a longer time period, answering more questions, as opposed to if you're up here, you get maybe 1 or 2 questions, and maybe one of you has a question that never gets answered. So there are several awards that we have this year that are devoted specifically to poster papers. So what I want to do now is introduce Matthew Stevenson, who's going to tell us about some of those. And you've probably seen him running around down there. He has made the poster presentation a fairly dynamic thing these days.
All right, poster awards. Before we get started, I got 2 things to say. The first is I want to thank my co-chairs in this. That was Pat Patterson and Valerie Skarupa, who's still here. Thank you so much to them. Made the whole thing run very, very well, and did a great job ringing the cowbell. Second thing is, when I announce the poster winners, please come up on stage, and please, when you receive your awards, please stay on stage until we finish the poster awards. Okay? All right. So the first award is the Most Creative Award. This is for the poster with the most ambitious goal and/or most unexpected methodology to solve. The winner of this award is Unlocking Accurate Photometric Reconstruction of Dim, Unresolved Point Source Objects with an Event-Based Vision Sensor. And that's Brian McReynolds of U.S. Air Force Academy. All right, the second poster is the Newcomer Award, and this is for the top poster by a person presenting at AMOS for the first time. The winning poster was Coupling of Thermosphere, Exosphere, Helium Dynamics for Improved Satellite Drag Physics. Sarah Lutgen of University of Colorado Boulder and Exoanalytic Solutions. Next, we have the Golden Ticket Award. This is for the best overall poster, and it's so good that it wins the prize of a guaranteed oral presentation slot for AMOS 2026. The winner here is Utilizing Civilian Launches as Live Exercises for Evaluating a Federated Protect and Defend SDA Battle Management System, Greg Furlich of University of Colorado Boulder. All right, so those 3 awards were judged in advance because we had access to their posters once they submitted them. The 4th award is actually judged live here, and that is the Best Poster Lightning Pitch. So as you may recall, over the past couple of days, we've brought in our poster presenters up here to do their 30-second lightning pitches, and the winner of this one is Iridium's use of mean elements in collision assessment, Ryan Shepard of Iridium. All right, congratulations to all of our poster award winners. Please now exit the stage. But stick around for pictures. All right. Next up, I would like to introduce Aaron Rosengren, chair of the AAS SSC. Yes.
Well, I'd like to start by thanking the Space Surveillance Committee. This committee was formed many, many years ago, and we have a number of roles in there. And I want to thank Tamara Payne, who is our technical subcommittee chair, without whose painstaking reviews we would have never been able to select these awards. So our first award is the AMOS Conference Student Award. It was established to recognize a student author who writes a novel paper demonstrating superior technical excellence within the field of space surveillance. This award champions students to enter the SSA field and recognizes their outstanding work in one of the most technically challenging areas of research and development. The winner of this year's Best Student Award is Alan Stoffenmacher. So Alan is a PhD candidate at MIT, I've heard of that, performing research in the Dynamics, Infrastructure, Networks, and Mobility Dynamo Laboratory under the guidance of Professor Hamsa Balakrishnan. His current research interests broadly reside at the intersection of space situational awareness and control of multi-agent systems, with recent efforts focused on optimal tasking and scheduling of ground-based and space-based sensors for tracking objects in low Earth orbit, which was the talk he presented in his poster. Please join me in congratulating Alan on his innovative contributions to the field. Our next award is the Best Paper Award. This recognizes a piece of research that stands out among the rest, demonstrating excellence in scientific rigor, creativity, and its contribution to the field of space situational awareness. Identifying a single submission is no easy task. That's why I have Mara and Paul Curvin to step in whenever there is the need to deliberate on these. This year we had a particularly great selection. We also have to thank our session chairs. They rank the top papers in their session, and then we go through those ones individually throughout the conference. So if you haven't seen me around, it's because I was probably reviewing papers. All right, so the winner this year of the 2025 Best Paper Award is NASA's Starling Mission and Space Situational Implications by Roger Hunter of NASA Ames. Roger is currently the program manager for the Small Spacecraft Technology Program. Roger began his professional career in the Air Force. He attended the Squadron Officer School at the Air Command and Staff College. He received a BS in mathematics at the University of Georgia, an MS in space operations from the the Air Force Institute of Technology, and an MA in air power studies from the Air University Air Command and Staff College. He was a member of the United States Air Force from October 1978 until December 2000. After retiring from the Air Force, he spent a few years in the private industry, including a position as a site manager for Boeing in Colorado Springs. He found his way to NASA Ames in 2008 and was the project manager for Kepler, a search for habitable planets. Let's thank him for our best paper. Did we also invite him? And now we'll invite him on stage to accept this award.
Wow, this was unexpected. I just got to tell you that it's been a team effort. We have a bunch of brainiacs that are working on, I think, some of the most impossible challenges. And a lot of them are at NASA Ames, and some of them are also at Stanford. And some of these small companies that we work with, like Aerodrive and EarthTrack. And this is not possible without them. They're the ones who basically deserve this award. I just get to work with those people. And it's a pleasure and it's a great distinct pleasure to work with people like that because they're solving some of the problems that we need to solve. Thank you so much.
I'd also like to invite Alan to the stage, and I want to mention that Alan is currently on the job market.
They didn't tell us that we'd be saying thanks for the paddle. But I do want to say mahalo. This is my first time coming out to AMOS. I have, the little flags that say that I'm a first-timer. But I have been citing papers from people at who come to these conferences for years, and it's been a phenomenal experience to be able to meet my heroes and to put names to faces and faces to names. So mahalo. Yes, I am on the job market. Come find me after.
Aloha. It is my great pleasure to do the feedback form drawing. And we have names of people that put in their feedback digitally, and we also have a couple that handed it in paper one, and it's up to Aaron to select which one he's going to choose. And you have to be here in the room to win.
Oh, our winner
Is Greg Badura. Are you here? Come on up.
All right.
And you're winning some Apple AirPods. All right, I know you're ready to go and celebrate. So, save the date for 2026 with September 15 to 18, 2026. As Sandy said, make sure you register early to secure your seat to attend. Call for papers will open in January, so make sure you keep receiving our emails and you'll receive notifications for that. The Pauhana reception starts at 5, sponsored by L3 Harris. And we really look forward to welcoming you back next year. Until then, a hui ho. Mahalo.